And let's see what we get to see in the first match itself for today. 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗴 will be the first player for Legasylum, and it will be Vyram from the PDX Woggers. Do not question why I'm streaming right now. It's literally 6 in the morning. I got my alarms on time. Good luck and have fun to both teams. Let's have a lot of fun today and let's get some club war spirits going. Yeah, today was supposed to be my non-stream day. It was a day off. We have a huge bet of 10 pansons on both sides. Looks like people are betting all they have on this match right here. 10 pansons on both sides at the moment, very high. Octane matches. 𝗬𝗫𝗶 is not even betting on his friend, his club. On the opposite club, nowhere. 𝗬𝗫𝗶 is not betting on this at all. I don't know why. I think he's scared of betting. Everyone with the 10 points predictions, looks like everyone is low ball in here. What's the point, bro? You get some prestige, you know, get some PP. There we go, some points coming in on Vyram. Looks like 𝗬𝗏 is going for that. But 10 points underdog is a thing on the other side. And 𝗂𝗶𝗃, how are you doing? Hello, 𝗂𝗃. We are still waiting for them to get in a game. I'm just checking the Discord if everything's okay. Alright, here we go. The invite has been sent. And there we go. Let's get the matches going. Vyram versus Lorex, first match for today in the Temtem World Cup. Swiss round number 2. We have our week 2 of Swiss for the Temtem World Cup. We have PDX Woggers against Legasylum. Lorex will be coming up ahead representing the Legasylum, and Vyram will be coming up as a first warrior for PDX Woggers. I see a mid-range team on both sides. Lorex is a bit more on the aggressive side with all these digital temps on his side. On the other side, I see a Mastion, not seen much often nowadays, along with a 𝗵𝗵𝗶. It is very surprising indeed. 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗺 is taking a ban here. Vyram does not want to play the 50-50. Vyram is, I think, worried about the 𝗧𝗵𝗺 itself because he doesn't know if it's pigment inverter or not, and he does not want to take the risk to know it, because the risk of knowing it is basically getting something one-shotted by mistake if you don't. Be careful. So 𝗬𝗏𝗺 would be the first ban from Lorex coming in, even though he has a lot of answers for it. He just does not want to take the risk. We have a 𝗂𝗀𝗵𝗄, that is the starting temp for Vyram here. Now the question is, does Lorex start with a 𝗬𝗏𝗶, or is Lorex gonna cook something else up in here? 𝗬𝗏𝗶 looks like a decent start into almost everything other than Scunch and maybe 𝗧𝗲𝗺𝗺, but then still there is stuff that can be dealt with. Lorex can always go with the Spider, 𝗧𝗲𝗺 opener, and that's exactly what he is pulling out here. Damn, you guys are leaving me wordless right now at the start of the WOD itself. Welcome everyone. Sorry for the late stream today. There was supposed to be no stream today. I was nicely sleeping, but I put this event on top of everything else in my head, so I had to set an alarm. It's 6 in the morning right now. Let's get this match going. I mean, Skunch is looking like an okay ban considering it kills the 𝗬𝗶𝗴, it kills the 𝗃𝗏 as well. It definitely is something I mean, not, you can say like not the worst ban possible. So I think Skunch is a good ban. Mimit can also be a good choice. Mastion, I'm not sure again, because Mastion does kill the 𝗬𝗪𝗧, can also kill the 𝗃𝗏, but also can be killed by them as well. So looks like the ban is being picked by 𝗧𝗪𝗧 here instead. They have only 7 seconds left with no backup time on both teams. Only 1 second left in the back bank that they have. And it will be a forced ban on the 𝗬𝗏𝗴. Not sure if intended or the mouse slipped over there, but that is what it is. 15 seconds left. Lorex has to decide his picks as well, because the time is against them as well. On the same pace, this 𝗧𝗵𝗆 is looking absolutely deadly if it survives, because it can actually kill every single Tem in the back line right now, at least, other than the 𝗧𝗵𝗺 and the spider itself. But then again, reset is an option that Lorex is running on that 𝗧𝗵𝗺, and it definitely has the caliber over there for resetting. The first two picks took the most of the time of the pick and ban. Everything else was literally fast. Morale boosting whip coming in. The Spooder gets another +1 speed. It is looking pretty fast now, 1 speed already. The question is, does this Spooder about to rest, or what exactly is Lorex planning? Is that for like a cozy net on turn 2 and stuff like that? Or is he just planning to swap it out and save it for now? I don't think saving it is the option. He probably is planning to just go through this and attack. However, that 𝗧𝗵𝗆 needs to be killed on a priority, because there is everything weak in the back line for it. Harmful microwaves comes in. 𝗧𝗵𝗆 goes down already to 28%, up to 43.5. Uppercut comes in onto the spider. Bait has been triggered. An attack T wastewater comes in on the neutralized 𝗧𝗵𝗆, taking it down to 9%. It will be enough to get that kill and the half damage from Arachnite, saving it from dying or getting any kind of toxic ticks as well. Looks like a very favorable trade at the moment for Lorex. He's looking in a good shape at the moment, just because he has so much in the back line as well to handle with the stuff. Mastion making its way in here at the moment. The wastewater is still very effective against the Mastion as well. This 𝗧𝗵𝗆 looks pretty solid here at the moment still. Nothing to worry about, nothing to back out as well. I don't know, I was feeling maybe 𝗧𝗵𝗆 was a bit more tankier, but it was the reactive vial. It basically made it so that wastewater was enough. But again, if it was not reactive vial, then it would have still died by the raw damage of toxic tick and the wastewater itself, even with half. What is he planning to do with the Mastion? Is he planning to swap and steal the spider by taking the Mimit in, or is this a 𝗃𝗏 coming in? It looks like a 𝗃𝗏 will be entering the field with the fake beard. Attack the 𝗧𝗵𝗆 with the Electro Punch. Digi Synergy down to 24.6% already. +1 speed. Arachnite goes next. Thunderstrike comes in, and that will be another kill for Lorex, and he is not taking slowly at all. He definitely wants all the edge that he can take in this match, and he's definitely trying to run away with that as much as he can. We have a double 𝗃𝗏 on the field, and so far legit there are no answers on Lorex's side for these 𝗃𝗏s other than the Electro Punches and Thunder Strikes. But then again, They are neutralized attacks and not guaranteed double ends. So I think Lorex might have a hard time on dealing with these two rocks on the field now. But I think eventually Lorex can come up with it, but definitely still looks pretty rough for Lorex to come back. Even though he's ahead by Thames, the rock typing is pretty strong and it can hold off the strongest of opponents, you know. I don't know how much is Double Thunder Strike gonna do, but that is gonna decide the... Oh wait, never mind. This Arachnite has Plague as well. Very well, very effective, I guess that is. Cyber Claw comes in. It will be taking it down to 38.3%. The Arachnite still standing still with the Feather Gatling Rockfall coming in. Should be enough to take the Spider down. This is where the real problems start to begin, because Lorex has to start putting Thames in while everything is weak to this combo right here in front of your screen right now. And his own rock is making its way into the field. Which doesn't really do much in the field itself, but it doesn't take the damage as well. I think maybe swapping it in on something would have been a better choice. I just don't know if he is thinking about it or not yet. I think Vyram has no other choice. He doesn't swap right now. He's just gonna keep rolling with the flow that he has right now, which is the double to rocks. They are doing really good, but he indeed decides to swap instead and gets the 𝗂𝗶𝗵𝗶 in to, I guess, soak some damage. Ooh, Turbine comes in. Doesn't look good for the 𝗂𝗶𝗵𝗶, down to 51.8%. The question is this a Feather Gatling coming in? No, it is a Soil Steam. Doesn't do much. Stone Ball comes in onto the 𝗬𝗵𝗵𝗶. Effective damage now. Sorry, less effective damage now resisted, and still surviving for another turn. Very good usage of 𝗬𝗵𝗵𝗶 from Lorex. I am not sure if that was a predicted hit, but that was definitely covering all of his corners, and it definitely paid off here. I think all Lorex might do now is just swap the rock out for something else, so that if Mimit comes in, it is gonna take up that Tem instead of the rock, and then rock can basically just kill the other slot later on. But I don't know if Lorex wants to take any kind of risks right now, because he's pretty much in a really good spot. All he needs to do is play a little bit safe and get the match in his favor with pure HP and the Tem advantage he has. And also stamina advantage soon. I mean, it is coming at that point where stamina advantage is also going to be a thing. What do you guys think? Are there any options that he could have done better? Okay, Turbine comes in again onto the 𝗂𝗶𝗵𝗶. It will be going out of here. Looks like it cannot do much. Feather Gatling comes in from this to rock into the 𝗬𝗵𝗵𝗶 slot, which will be enough. I think it overexerted, if I am not wrong. If I read correctly, it did overexert, I think. Alright, so there will be a rest turn coming in here. The Hejin was more than enough to kill the other one, but this does look like a match that Lorex will be taking away. Even with the shaky start, or I was feeling that it might be very hard for him to pull this off. Lorex literally played very, very calm, and he will be able to take the first point away for Legasylum, it looks like. Harmful Microwaves comes in. We'll be taking it down to 50%. Stone Ball should be enough. And no, it's not. Looks like the Hejin is a bit of a tanky boy. He is living on 21.9%. But Lorex will be taking away this match. And the first point for Legasylum players. Can we have some Pepe claps in the chat? Best of luck to both of the players. Let's get the match started and let's see how it is gonna go. Alright, so match number 2. The score is 1-0 for Legasylum at the moment. PDX Woggers have sent out Savannah Lion at the moment, and the Lion is about to roar at the Lorex. Can he survive that? I see a T-Rex in his team. I see a Volgon. I see a Turok and a Chimurian as well. They definitely do be a bit threatening to Lorex. Is Lorex gonna ignore the Volgon, or is he gonna ban it? I mean, banning Volgon doesn't seem bad to me, at least. But Lorex has gone ahead and banned the Tyrannac out, considering it can disable the traits and be really annoying. Volgon is an open choice. If Savannah wants to make that, he can definitely pick up the Volgon. Okay, actually he starts with Tolkien, which is kinda interesting. Because there are counters on the other side, but again, it's not like turn 1 itself, it has to back out or something. Again, this time we have someone betting 1000 points on Lorex, but a 0 on Savannah. Where is 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗏? Where is the Savannah believer 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗏? He doesn't exist anymore, I think. But back we come in the game. 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗏 can lock down the Tolkien to make sure that it cannot run away and eat the stone ball alive. On the other hand, actually, 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶 is the only possible swap that can eat the double N without any problems, because 𝗧𝗏𝗃𝗏 does not like that. It would still be okay, but the Turok definitely doesn't like it. 𝗂𝗏𝗵𝗶 can still take it. I can get that. I mean, I still think 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶 might be a really good ban for the double N itself. The double N is not gonna do much only to 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶, and that is the ban they go for. They do ban the 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶. Looks pretty fine, to be honest. The bans on both sides now. 𝗧𝗏𝗃𝗏 is making its way in. Yeah, Kip, that's the way. Call him out. Ragnar might be a good choice again, but no, I just think there's so much weaknesses right now. This 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗏 by himself can clap so much, but the 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗏 is there to protect 𝗬𝗏𝗃 from doing stuff that 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗏 usually does, I guess. I don't know, it just looks really rough for Lorex to pull this off. The Ragnar is getting one-shotted by the Chimurian. The 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗏 might not get one-shotted, but still is gonna take a decent chunk of damage. Turok again does not like the front web coming in its face. Right, 𝗂𝗏𝗵𝗶 is the last pick. He's going for a full bulky mid-range-ish. Game over here on round number 2, and Savannah versus Lorex is about to begin. Round number 2 for today. PDX Woggers are slacking by 1 point right now, behind by 1 point, but they can always make a flip back here. They are not all the way behind or anything like that. It is still all in the air. The competition is, we already see like marbles on this toolkit, which is taking 6% HP out and 15% stamina as well as we speak. The question now is gonna be, does he believe that 𝗬𝗵 might not get attacked? Or I don't know. I think Lorex will just swap out from here. Just keeping it here means you might get locked. Actually, you might not get locked in, but I don't know if you just want to keep it. On the other hand, I mean, 𝗬𝗵 and Tolkien, one of them should definitely swap unless they want to be locked by the 𝗬𝗶𝗴, because if 𝗬𝗶𝗴 locks in the Tolkien, the next turn he's definitely eating a Dust Vortex, which is again neutral damage, not so much. But I don't know if you want to keep it. However, 𝗬𝗺 looks like a perfect swap if Lorex wants to do it, because 𝗬𝗺's Hellfire is basically threatening 𝗬𝗵 in all concepts to get out of there. Basically, 𝗃 and 𝗬𝗎 cannot come in because the Plague is gonna kill them. And if not the Plague, then Hellfire is coming right after anyways for some free damage. So I think getting the 𝗬𝗺 in onto Rock Spot might be the best bet for Lorex, and he is trapping the 𝗬𝗵 in, but there is no trap. Hold on a second, there's just a bait coming in, but the Gatling comes in as well, down to 68.6%. Wind Burst coming in, CPG followed up as well onto the 𝗬𝗶𝗴, getting all that damage out, trying to get it as low as possible so that it cannot do the impact it wants to do in this match. I don't know if Lorex wants to swap right now. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Most likely he won't, but there's a triple, what do you call it, a 3 prio coming in from Tolkien anytime, and it's gonna be a problem for sure. I still wonder, would he risk? I mean, 𝗬𝗺 was a good swap last turn as well. Even this turn it is good, but if this is a tornado, like a normal tornado, it's gonna be a problem. But it is a Fire Soul, which is less damage, so it's fine. Rockfall comes in with the synergy. 2 burn ticks would have been applied, but both of them are kinda immune right now. Front Whip comes in, and the 𝗃 will be going down from 100% to 0%. He does not like that. Front Whip in the face. The question now is, giving that +1 speed to 𝗬𝗺 is okay, but I'm pretty sure the 𝗬𝗵 just backs out, and we might have a 𝗬𝗎 or 𝗃 coming in. Again, to which Electro Punch is still a good answer to the Tolkien on the other side, but the slot will be ignored for now. At least I would assume so, that the slot would be ignored. 𝗬𝗎 basically takes 1/4 damage from fire, and it can easily counter 𝗧𝗵𝗺, counter what's his name, 𝗬𝗺, and also counter the Arachnid with the water attacks that it has. 𝗬𝗎 is definitely a clutch gem right now in this scenario. Okay, we have a Hellfire coming in. Doesn't do much, but the 2 stacks of burn will not be applied as well because of no synergy. Electro Punch comes in. We'll be hitting it for neutral, down to 58.7% at the moment. This was a great turn for Savannah. He reduced a lot of damage he was possibly gonna take and negotiated as much as he could from the swaps. If the swaps were even reversed, then that 𝗂𝗶𝗵𝗶 would have taken a lot of damage from that Electro Punch, but it was very nicely navigated by him. Maybe 𝗂𝗀𝗆 would have been a little bit of a better decision in terms of eating both Hellfire and then Electro Punch. But I mean, this is still fine. He is looking like in a very good spot at the moment. Actually, this is a bit better than what you think of the other situation, because in that 𝗂𝗀𝗆 would take damage. But 𝗂𝗀𝗆 is literally the win condition that he can rely on later on with water attacks. So I can understand if he wants to keep the 𝗂𝗀𝗆 on full HP while everything else is still putting down the work to get the job done. Okay, we have an Aqua Stone coming in, hitting the 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗵. I think this match is very hard for Lorex. This is going to be Savannah making his way back to the leaderboard, bringing it back for them 1-for-1. An eye for an eye kind of a situation, definitely. I think 𝗃𝗏 just stays, to be honest. He doesn't even need to go. Actually, he might back out because he knows that the Arachnite has plague. I don't know if he remembers that though. There is an Electro Punch coming in with the plague, as I was saying, and that will be enough to take the 𝗃𝗏 down. Barely any stamina left on the 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶. Water Jet comes in. Will be enough to take the 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶 down. I guess this will be a Toxic King coming on to the 𝗃𝗏𝗶 first to make sure it goes down. I am not sure if the bush is online, but if it is, then it will definitely block the Toxic King coming in. Okay, let's see Toxic Ink. There we go. Ooh, Savannah will be making the match number 2, bringing it back for them. I think he was nearby. And they are in match number 3. The score is 1-1 right now, and we are in for the match number 3. Legasylum sending their next player Arg, and it will be fighting Savannah Lion, trying to keep the score going for PDX Woggers. Currently at 1-1 at the moment. Okay, we have 2 rock coming in, which I mean, I'm not surprised. It should work pretty nicely into this. Ark's team looks pretty solid, to be honest, not gonna lie. I mean, Tyrannac on both sides can be an issue. There is a Tulkan being picked up and a 𝗂𝗏𝗃 to begin with. 𝗂𝗏𝗃 is getting countered by 2 rock here pretty hard, if that is a bait to rock. But then again, Tulkan is here to clear the issues. But here comes the Minotaur to deal with the Tulkan, threatening it to get out of here. Otherwise, he will be attacked and abused probably. So I think Tulkan might want to swap out of here. Alright, so I believe it is a good idea to get the 𝗧𝗏𝗺 to get some of those toxic ticks going. The only problem would be if 𝗧𝗏𝗺 gets caught in a Hellfire, which is full synergy with the Tyrannac. That can be an issue that I can see for sure. Other than that, it does look pretty solid. Okay, we have a Tyrannac coming in. We have a 𝗬𝗏𝗶 coming in as well. Which I mean is kind of okay, to be honest. Okay, let me take a look. So there's a burn being applied from Tulkan. Marbles being applied as well. So down to 15% stamina already gone. 12% HP gone from the item itself. 𝗂𝗏𝗃 is most likely doing a toxic kink on one of the slots if needed. 𝗬𝗵𝗆 making its way in. Quite surprising if there is a stone ball coming in. Purgation comes in to rock. It can be a feather gatling onto the 𝗂𝗏𝗃, and indeed it is a feather gatling. It will be down to 63.2%, but reactive while comes in. The thing is pretty stonks now. It's not gonna die anytime soon with that neutrality. Gonna take a while to take it down. Front whip is online. Ark has already seen what this front whip has done to the last 2 rock that it tried to fight with. So Turok might not want to stay in there, but neither does Minotaur because of the CPG. Ark has to genuinely predict which slot is the attack coming and which attack it is that is coming, because it is definitely gonna decide a lot of things in his mind on what to do exactly, which swap to take in this kind of situation that he is stuck into right now. The CPG into Minotaur is as lucrative as front whip into Turok. It's all about how many swaps can you cover. As for Savannah, I think he doesn't really need to swap. He's in a prime position right now. Sure, if he wants, he can swap, get some tempo, moves off or something and stuff like that. Maybe try to pre-read Arg and bring something that counters the next turn as well, but that is just a bit more of too much overreading, to be honest. One thing I've learned, which you won't learn outside of without playing, is basically sometimes swapping in hurry might not be the best way to go, and overreading is neither. Sometimes the easy green circles are worth it, and we have a black hole coming in with synergy removing the Vigorized. Turbine comes in as well, will not do that much damage, but CPG, a front whip, it is going to be front whip, and that will be to rocks. End of the day. CPG still online, and this Minotaur does not look happy here. Tyrannac is about to roll in, I would believe, because Drakash does not have a turn 1 move. I mean, PvSoul, yes, but I don't know if this Drakash runs it, so Tyrannac basically has embers for sure that it can definitely use here in this match to get that 𝗬𝗎𝗓𝗓 at least down to a limited size, I would say. The question is he gonna survive this, what do you call it, the CPG? I'm pretty sure there is no way in hell that it survives, that it has to swap out of there with the 4x weaknesses, and the 𝗬𝗶𝗴 comes in, which is quite smart of him. CPG comes in straight into the slot. 𝗬𝗶𝗴 easily takes it in, but the Gatling coming as well, should be down to 60-ish%. It's down to 52.7. Embers comes in, almost enough, down to 19.2%. The burn will be removed by the bait coming in. It definitely looks like a chunky 𝗬𝗶𝗴 for sure. Takes 2 attacks and still is above 50%, and that attack coming in from a +1 attack 𝗬𝗎𝗓𝗓. The question is, I mean, he doesn't have any swaps really, if he even wants to do it right now. Damn, I'm actually surprised that 𝗬𝗎𝗓𝗓 didn't swap out, neither did Turok. Both of them just staying in there. Sharp leaf into the 𝗬𝗶𝗴, not enough. Meteor Swarm coming in. Is that going to be enough? And yes, it is enough for 𝗬𝗎𝗓𝗓 for sure, but Turok still alive and breathing. But the problem is Turok is not gonna see the day of light, because that 𝗬𝗶𝗴 plague is gonna outspeed the Turok in every single attack it possibly has. The real question now is, can he plague and kill the Turok, or is Turok being kept alive for later on by just swapping in and out? It looks really like they can win this, but the 𝗂𝗏𝗵 is still stopping them from doing a lot of stuff and is limiting them for sure. Wolfie will be outspared by the toolkin. It will be getting that kill down. Rockfall comes in, doesn't do much damage, but still can't apply the burn, and Outgrowth comes in, should be enough for the to rock. Alright, Lorex decides to send the Minotaur back in. Savannah with the 𝗧𝗵𝗶 coming in. Well, the Minotaur can basically attack the toolkin here. With the hasty lunge, Tyrannac can also deal with the 𝗧𝗵𝗶. The situation doesn't look too bad at the moment. Toolkin is being locked into the field right now. Cannot run anywhere else. The question is that Minotaur really bulky, or is it at least a bit of attack? Because it will need some to finish that toolkin off if he wants to do it solo. Okay, we have the toolkin going out. That is a lot of damage. Toxic Ink comes in. Toxic Ink will be hitting the Minotaur down to 9.6%. He is still alive, and he probably can get another attack up if it has the adrenaline shot. I was not paying attention on the item here. It is not revealed yet, so maybe... Wait, no, I don't think it is. He did... Did he do a hasty lunge last turn, or was that a Paizo? I was not paying complete attention. I missed on that one turn. Stream testing, can you guys hear me? I'm not sure if the stream is working. Alright, we have PDX Woggers with 2-1 at the moment. Round 4 will be starting. Savannah Lion did win that match while we were not looking, or we crashed. I crashed on my side. I apologize for that. So let's get the next match going. It will be Wet Willie versus Savannah Lion. Let me check the inviting. Looks like Willie will be inviting Savannah Lion, and that will be the final match if Savannah can close it off. But if he does not, then Willie will be taking them to the very final match. PDX Woggers with 2-1. They just need to kill the Willie down, and they will be taking this match away for today. So let us see if Savannah has what it takes to take the Willie down, or is Willie gonna outlast Savannah and keep going and take them for another round. Up ahead. X is the hotkey for mounts. Alright, they are in match number 4 for the Swiss rounds of this Temtem World Cup. We have Savannah Lion from PDX Woggers still fighting versus Willie from Legasylum, trying to keep it going for Legasylum. How is Willie gonna take this? Let us see and we shall find out. Is Garunder gonna be the pick? That would be banned, but no, it is Yowler, so there is no more Yowler gameplay here. Willie still has a lot going for him, to be honest, from what I see. He definitely has a 𝗬𝗏, has a 𝗬𝗏 as well that he can deal with or take with. On the other side, we have Savannah with 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃. There's a lot of answers for the 𝗬𝗏, basically, the poison ticks that can always get the job done. There is a 𝗬𝗏 coming in, which is interesting. So it's either going to be, I assume, 𝗬𝗏 maybe 𝗬𝗏. It is definitely one of the above. And 𝗂𝗀𝗃, let me fix that. Can you try typing something, 𝗂𝗃? That should be working now and fixed. Okay, Momo is coming into the field. Well, it won't be coming into the field, I mean. It will be taking the bop. And I think Willie might be looking at Toolkin ban, because Toolkin literally counters the the Yggdrasil, the Kino. Toolkin is a problem for sure. He might be considering to ban it off. They have very limited time and they will be going with that Toolkin ban. A very well thought, I guess it is a good ban. 𝗬𝗏. See, the problem with 𝗬𝗏 that Savannah picked is Garunder basically counters it just because it can purely just purgation all the way up and then one tap by just a wastewater into 𝗬𝗏's face, and it would be really annoying. But if Garunder is somehow killed, it can work. But again, the Garunder killers are basically 𝗂𝗀𝗄 and the 𝗬𝗏, which are not even picked yet. So I think Willie is chilling here pretty much, unless Savannah definitely pushes the 𝗬𝗏 against the Garunder matchup when it is least expected and put it right in the face. Then yeah, that can definitely be a thing. I'm gonna make a new adjustment in my team, 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃. I'm putting a Valkyrie in my team, bro, as my 4th win condition. Hook Valkyrie spam as well to take care of all the fires I come across. I think that thing is really fair. I mean it's okay, right? You feel like it's better than it's, I guess it's good. I mean, there's more variety and I like it. He was building it, he asked for my opinion, I helped a little bit, but I didn't do much into this team. It definitely might have it, okay? I see how it is. I see what you were trying the whole time on me. Toxic Ink on the 𝗬𝗏, doing a good chunk of damage with poison tick down to 68.2%. A double in might just be enough for getting that kill. Sacrifice might be the option that he might have to do right now. But 𝗬𝗏 also hard counters the Garunder. I completely forgot because of it being electric typing. So yeah, the CPG is definitely gonna hurt if it stays there. Tyrannac looks like the best swap right now into maybe Quad Shield or even Sacrifice to get the Tyrannac going. It is either Quad Shield or Sacrifice that is the game plan here, but I think I would do Sacrifice, to be honest, just because I know it's going to be a front whip coming in. 𝗬𝗏𝗃 with the 𝗬𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃. 𝗃𝗃. All of Willie's stems are basically with the 𝗃. 𝗬𝗏, 𝗃𝗃, 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 𝗃𝗃. The question is CPG coming in. Ooh, that is still a good chunk of damage. Toxic Ink will be hitting the pig as well. Stonewall coming up. The question that it is coming down to later in the match is going to be... Actually, I was gonna say about 𝗬𝗏𝗃, but 𝗬𝗏𝗃 most likely just dies to the 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗃 now. 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗃 definitely needs to be the one. 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗃 will definitely get one tapped here for sure. But 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗃 also has a lot of damage to one tap, a lot of other stuff on the other side as well, but the 𝗬𝗵 definitely needs to be very careful of the Tyrannac. Turbine comes in onto the 𝗧𝗏𝗃. Pig still alive on 3%. Toxic Ink will be passed on to the pig, will be killing it. Fainted Curse does not happen because of the Intimidator, and there will be an Embers coming up. The question is, does this 𝗃𝗃𝗃 still stick around or backs out? The 𝗬𝗏𝗃 definitely attacks the Tyrannac. If the 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗃 tries to come in, it might get roasted by the Tyrannac, but then again, Tyrannac can just do not attack that slot and go for the other slot. 𝗂𝗏𝗃 comes in on 𝗃𝗃𝗃, which is a bit surprising. Wastewater will be hitting the Tyrannac down to 45.9% already. Extinction comes in. Is this a talisman on the other side? That is the question. And it is not a talisman, so that will be a double doom coming in. Meteor Swarm doesn't do much. Alright, we have outgrowth coming in. It will be draining some stamina out of both of these stems here, and that will be trapped in as well, which means Garunder cannot run away, but doesn't look like he wants to run away anywhere. I think if you were doing that, then you should have definitely got in the 𝗬𝗏𝗺𝗃, right? So that then you could have secured the kill on this turn itself. Intimidator, always a thing, and never forget. People seem to always forget about Intimidator, but that is always a thing. Saga wasn't paying attention to that turn. Actually, I was not. I was distracted because my mom called me. I'm sorry. Flute Barrier comes in. +2 special defense will be applied. Purgation comes in as well. Plus attack again on the Garunder. Toxic Ink will be coming in onto the 𝗬𝗏𝗏. The immunity is there. Embers comes in onto the Garunder. Guardian is disabling any kind of burn ticks right now. Maybe that Tyrannax should have just done a blasting attack instead of a slow one, but I guess that is how it is going to be. The question is, how does he deal with the 𝗬𝗏𝗃 right now? Because 𝗬𝗏𝗃 is definitely a problem. It needs to be killed. The Tyrannax is the only way to kill it. If he can somehow get the Tyrannax in and kill that 𝗬𝗏𝗃, this match is very much possible for Willie to take home, but he needs to be very careful. I think the Tyrannax comes in on the Garunder spot. That is the only way to go with this match. Damn, the sacrifice comes in onto the Tyrannax. Will be +7 defense, I think, if I'm not wrong, and it is more than enough, I think, to start killing stuff. Yeah, I think with +6 defense, Tyrannax can Flaming Meteorite the 𝗬𝗏𝗃 now. Nidrasil comes in, it is gonna die as well. And after that point onwards, this Tyrannax is gonna take the match away for Willie. I can definitely take some people notes from this match for my own team. My own team resembles to this team a lot. Some feedback from this team is good, I guess. So people notes, light cube for later on. We can take some inspiration from this team that Willie is running. However, back to the match. He has to focus on taking the 𝗬𝗏𝗃 down, so Flaming Meteorite might be the way to go. CPG comes in onto the Garunder, will be enough to take it down. Rockfall comes in, doesn't do much at all. Flaming Meteorite comes in and it will be hitting the 𝗬𝗏𝗃 down to 0. And I believe next turn is the favorite turn of Willie, because he will be pressing the glorious extinction button right here, and he is hoping to most likely get the job done. So I think all he does now is press extinction, and at that point he should be winning the game in the next 3 turns at least, with nothing stopping him to remove that or being able to remove that. Turbine comes in, down from 66% to 55%. The Toxic King comes in, 43.2%. Embers onto that Yggdrasil. He's not taking that. The true damage is actually pretty insane. 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗃 is not wrong there. Toxic King comes again, 18.4% left, down to 10%, and it will be the game for Savannah Lion. He will be taking this match away. The true damage indeed wins, and Willie will be going down. That is a GG. I was indeed wrong, and looks like Savannah Lion will be sealing the deal himself. It will be a 3-1 for PDX Woggers, and they will be taking the series away. GG's to both of the teams. Can we get some people claps in the chat, folks?